building an app, a real app, not just like messing around, but one you could actually put on the App Store in minutes. Sounds kind of wild, right? Well, that's what we're going to dig into today.
Yeah, should be interesting.
We've got these 2 YouTube videos, and they both kind of blow the lid off this whole AI app development thing. One guy builds an iPhone app, and in the other, it's a web app. So we're going to break down how it all works and what it could mean, for anyone who's ever had an app idea.
Definitely.
Okay, so this first video, right, it features this developer, Riley Brown. And he whips up this voice note app, calls it YapJot. But here's the kicker. He's using AI for every single line of code.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, like not just automating bits and pieces, but the whole shebang. He's using these AI tools, Cursor and Claude, and basically just tells them what he wants the app to do step by step.
So he doesn't have to be like a coding whiz to make this happen.
But that's the crazy part, no. It's like having this coding buddy who just gets it, And it gets even better because he hits a few snags along the way, like anyone would, and uses the AI to fix them on the fly.
Hold on, he's debugging with AI too.
Yep. So we're not just talking about replacing some tedious typing here, right? This is AI handling the core logic of an app, the stuff that used to require serious coding chops.
Makes you wonder, if this is the future, how much coding will people actually need to know?
Right. Like, what could you create if you didn't need years of coding experience to get started? It's a total game changer, potentially. Right. And it's not just about getting the basic app up and running either. Like, Riley even uses AI to add this cool animation that plays while you're recording. Little touches that make a difference. Yep. And he's clearly stoked about the future, talking about AI doing even more, like automatic updates, personalized stuff, even converting voice notes into different formats.
Okay, so that's super cool, but is it all hype? Like, is this level of AI assistance really sustainable? Is this a fundamental shift or just a blip on the radar? I'm not sure. It's definitely got me thinking.
All right, so we've seen AI build an iPhone app, right? But what about the web? That's where this next video comes in.
That's it, yeah.
These guys, Developers Digest, they're building a web app that's like having a consultant on demand. Like those reports you see in boardrooms, all polished and insightful. That's what this app cranks out.
It sounds ambitious.
Totally. And get this, the whole idea came from a tweet. Someone was on a plane with a consultant, and the consultant's big presentation, written entirely by ChatGPT.
No way, seriously.
Yeah, so these guys were like, hold on, can we automate this whole consultant thing? So they start building this web app, and they're using this whole toolkit of AI. It's wild.
What kind of tools?
One that's super cool is called Firecrawl. Imagine needing to gather a ton of info from a website, like competitor data, market trends, all that. Firecrawl's like a digital bloodhound. It just goes and sniffs out all the relevant stuff.
So instead of spending hours digging through websites.
Exactly. Firecrawl just goes and gets it super fast.
That's got to be a huge time saver for developers.
Totally. And it frees them up to focus on the bigger picture, Okay, so now we've got all this data, right? That's where OpenAI comes in. Mm-hmm. It's like taking that raw data dump to a master storyteller.
I'm intrigued.
OpenAI takes that data, makes sense of it, and then boom, spits out this polished report. Summaries, visualizations, even potential action items, all laid out clear as day.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right. And here's the kicker. They use this other tool, V0. Think of it like this. You're building something and you suddenly realize you need, a power drill, right?
Sure.
In coding, those power drills are like libraries, pre-built bits of code. V0 just knows when you need one and just like magically makes it appear.
So no more hunting down the right libraries, hoping they work.
Gone. It's like magic, but it's AI, And it got me thinking, are we even going to call it coding anymore, or is this something totally new? It's exciting and kind of scary at the same time, right? It's really kind of mind-blowing, right? We've got AI building iPhone apps, cranking out consultant reports, all this stuff that used to take serious time and expertise. And did you catch that part where Riley used AI to write the README file for his project? Like, it's involved in every single step.
Yeah, it's really starting to feel like AI could be involved in the entire process from start to finish.
So that gets me thinking, what does this mean for, everyone? Like, if AI can do all this, is building your own app suddenly within reach, even if you're not, a coding guru?
I think it definitely has the potential to democratize app development. But I think it's important to remember, AI, it's a tool, right? It can help bring ideas to life. But the ideas themselves, that spark of creativity, that still comes from us.
Right, so it's not like AI is going to replace developers entirely.
Exactly. Knowing the fundamentals, the logic behind it all, that's still valuable. It's like you can use a grammar checker to write a book, but you still need to know how to tell a story.
Right, that makes sense. So it's more like AI can take care of the technical heavy lifting, but you still need the vision, the creativity.
I think so. And that's exciting. It means anyone with a good idea could potentially bring it to life, even if they don't have the technical skills.
Imagine that, a world where anyone can build an app. What kind of amazing stuff could we create? It's almost like the future of software is less about knowing how to code and more about like the power of imagination.
It's a pretty incredible thought, isn't it?
That's a wrap for us today. Keep those imaginations running wild because who knows what the future holds. Until next time.